Virgo, hello. I just got so excited. I was like, yay, Virgo. Okay, hi. Welcome back to those of you who have been here before. And for those of you who it is your first time here, welcome to you. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And I will be doing a timeless general reading for the collective of Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascendant, or Venus. It is a general message. It is not going to resonate with everyone. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Be careful not to put yourself into a story that isn't yours. You don't want to just relate. You want to relate and resonate. You feel me? Okay. I took a week off of readings because I have vocal cord damage. Actually, I'm going to drink some water right now. Sorry. I start speech therapy in a week, and I might have to take more vocal rest. I don't know. So if I am missing again, that's why. And I will be back as soon as I am able. Promise. Okay. Today's reading, we are asking the universe to reveal what divine feminine deity is in your auric field. It's in your space, and it's here for you to call on right now for support. And we are using the Divine Feminine Oracle. We will then be pulling a Heart Thoughts card with an affirmation that you can use to integrate whatever messages from this message and lessons you get together. Okay, so you can utilize it, and it's not just info floating around in your brains. Okay, Virgos? I still have my pajamas on, but you can't even tell. Now you know. You wouldn't even have known. This is my favorite shirt in the whole entire world, and I love it. I love it. Okay, Virgos. Let's see. Catherine Labradore. I'm just gonna flash her real fast, so if that resonates at all. That hasn't happened, I don't think, to anybody else. Holy Lord above, Virgo. Jesus, I tried to choose a reading that would be a condensed version of readings, right? And then I realized into the first reading that I chose a deck that I have to read out of the book for, and each card has 4 pages written. And guess how many you just got? 4. You have 4 deities right now, Virgo. Let's see who they are. Meow Shan, the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Whoa, that's really interesting. About being heart open. And we have Cancer in your chart. Queen of Cups. Let's see. Vajra yogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. So this is about flipping the way that your perspective, and it's about keeping yourself in alignment, how to keep yourself in alignment during imbalances in your life, tower moments or disappointments or things like that. Sekhmet, the Red Lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Virgo, I don't even care that you got 4. These are all so dope. So dope. Lala. The The saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Okay, I'm going to hold these up because I have to. I have to. You will see why. All root and sacral chakra. So do YouTube meditations for all your chakras, but for specifically those. And crown. Holy frijoles, Virgo. Okay, so I said this in all of the other readings. I didn't say it in yours, but I'm saying it right now. I would get something to write stuff down, because I'd be taking notes on every single one of these and then looking up who they are, whatever things pop out at you. I'll tell you as I'm reading what I would write down and look up if I were going through them. And you don't have to do that. It's just sharing my process in case it helps some of y'all too. Okay, let's get in here. I'm gonna need a lot of water, sons, daughters, and themsters. Oh boy. Okay. And I've never had any of these cards, so we are all learning together. Together. I feel like excitement for you. I think you're going through some shit, but this all feels really good. This is all the really positive flip side of the really negative, okay? Meow Shan represents the incarnation and fulfillment of mercy. She was a Chinese princess who is believed to have lived during the Tang Dynasty, I would write that down, 618 to 907, and to have been in the incarnation of the goddess Kuan Yin. Also, look her up. She was the daughter of a king who wanted her to marry a wealthy man in order to secure more wealth and power for himself. When she refused, the king sent her to live in a monastery on a secluded island off the coast of China. I would try to find that monastery. I would. When the king found out that Meow Shan had transformed the barren island into a paradise, he got so angry that he ordered the monastery to be burned to the ground. But when Meow Shan saw the monastery in flames, she pricked the tip of her tongue with a hairpin and magically summoned a storm that put out the fire. I mean, Queen of Pentacles. You're Pentacles, and you're the Knight of Pentacles, but that's very, it's very Empress too, you know? Or Magician. The king then ordered Meow Shan's execution, but no blade or sword could kill her. Instead, each weapon shattered into pieces before touching her body. Dope. After several attempts, a gorgeous, glowing white tiger appeared and spirited Meow Shan away. The tiger took her to meet Yama, Y-A-M-A, the ruler of hell. I was thinking that it kind of sounds like the incarnation and fulfillment of mercy is kind of King of Cups, Scorpio, right? The death card. There's no attachment and emotion to death. It's a natural, beautiful phase. Do you know what I mean? It's like forgiveness and allowance. I keep feeling that for this. Meow Shan immediately heard the suffering of the souls all around her, and one by one, she liberated them with the fierce power of her empathy. Queen of Cups again, right? Also, King of Cups. It is very much the death card. Yama had to send Meow Shan away because she was transforming hell into heaven. He gave her the peach of longevity as a gift. So clearly, peaches, okay? be on the lookout for peaches. If they pop up, it's a symbol for you, and it's a sign that you are on the right path and remember your divinity, okay? And if you love peaches, Meow Shan meditated for many years on the island of course, I would look this up, Putuo-Shan, Putuo-Shan. News reached her that the king was on the verge of death and that he needed the eyes and arms of a person without anger in order to live. Meow Shan gave him her eyes and arms. The king was revived and came to honor the person who had saved his life. When he saw that his savior was Meow Shan, he fell to his knees, humbled by the extent of her mercy. That is the Two of Cups. That is the Ace of Cups. That is the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. That is what the Queen of Cups is. The embodiment of agape, of limitless, selfless, unconditional, always flowing, pure love. How does this resonate for you, Virgo? I'm happy for you because this is you, okay? Whether you have water in your chart or not. When your soul selects her card, the author Sue Monk Kidd articulates the process of empathy so clearly, so obviously look her up, when she writes, empathy is the most mysterious transaction that the human soul can have, and it's accessible to all of us, but we have to give ourselves to the opportunity to identify, to plunge ourselves in a story where we see the world from the bottom up or through another's eyes or heart. Empathy is mercy's twin sister. When we can feel into the reality of someone else's suffering, we open up to the possibility of mercy and codependency and enmeshment if you are not in alignment or they are not in alignment. Mercy comes from the old Etruscan, E-T-R-U-S-C-A-N, Merc, M-E-R-C, which means exchange. Mercy is the embodiment of compassion. It can feel easy or even natural to have compassion for people who have never harmed us personally, but mercy is having compassion for someone who has. Mercy requires that we give something of ourselves, which is symbolized by Meow Shan giving her eyes and arms to the king. It can feel like a great sacrifice to be giving towards someone who has given us nothing but suffering. Here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful. The more we give, the more we receive. When the king realized the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed on him, Meow Shan transformed into her true manifestation as the thousand-armed Kuan Yin. Meow Shan is a reminder that giving is the true receiving. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe within us. That's the important part. It's not asking you to give to toxic people who are harming you, okay? I'm going to read that line again. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe within us. The anger is still, if the anger is still present, and it's valid and reasonable, but if it's still present, you are not in complete alignment with yourself. Do you understand? And that's the important part, to get to that part first. And let yourself have the time. Be as angry as you need to for as long as you need to, you know, without harming yourself or others. You feel me? And then when you're through that and when you release it and you're healing yourself and you've forgiven yourself, or you've forgiven for whatever things you feel like you need to forgive yourself for, and you've forgiven the person, that's mercy. And that's a process, and let yourself go on it, okay? We are not harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. We are keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already ours. This is only the first card. Soul voice meditation. Who can I give mercy to in this moment? And that might be yourself. Intention. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Okay. I gotta drink between these. This is gonna be a long reading. I'm happy and thankful I only have one more reading after you, and I'm gonna pray that there's only one card in that. But whatever it is, it's okay. Okay. Excited for this one. She kind of, she looks like a lobster to me, or a crab. That's like, when I first look at her, that's what comes to mind. It's that, and the, you know, also like a crescent moon. Inside that light looks like a crescent moon. There's a lot going on. It's very dope. Okay. Vajra yogini. I'm sure I'm saying that incorrectly. Vajra yogini is the power we all possess to transform mundane experiences into higher spiritual paths. I'm always curious how people define mundane, because it's different, surprisingly. Vajra yogini is considered the supreme deity of the tantric pantheon. Let's say there is a super sensuality to this one, like super sensuality. I just heard something the other day that, and I didn't know this, but this happens to me all the time, and I never understood why. When some people meditate, when you feel the energy go through you, you feel it in a sexual, sensual way. Just the more you know moment. Okay. She is both a Dakini tantric priestess. I didn't know what a Dakini was yesterday on a different card. Tantric priestess and a female Buddha. She is the whore and the holy one. She is Sophia. So are you. According to scholar Miranda Shaw, no other male Buddha, including her divine consort, approaches her metaphysical or practical import. She's the essence of all the Buddhas, and to meditate on her brings immediate blessings to the practitioner. Oh, my word. Write it down if you haven't already. Get a tattoo of it on your wrist. Her red body symbolizes her inner fire, and the flames that surround her represent her exalted wisdom. Her third eye reflects her ability to see through to the reality of all things in the past, present, and future. Queen of Swords, this is so Empress, yeah, right? And High Priestess. She carries the Dakini's curved knife, which cuts through all obstacles and illusions. And she holds, swords, Queen of Swords, hello. And she holds a bowl of blood, which represents the bliss that awaits us when we release the ego's attachment to who we are. It would be like 100 times doper if the blood was her menses. Vajra yogini is a central figure in, Vajrayana Buddhism, look it up, and in tantric initiations. Of course, look up tantra if you aren't already versed in it. I would love to know in the comments anything you want to tell me. Okay, anything. Thank you. No worries either way. She's considered a meditation deity and comes to a practitioner during a visualization of her form. I'm doing this today. Y'all will tap right in because this is for you. She's available for all. That's how they all are, right? But she's way available for you. You feel me? Okay. I'm going to have to work at it a little more. She helps liberate us from ordinary conceptions and ordinary appearances so that we can see through to the truth of what exists all around us. She's easier to reach during dark times in our lives. Even if we feel far from spiritual, she still wants to liberate us. When your soul selects her card, no matter what has happened, recently or in the past, Vajra Yogini reminds us that we possess the fierce wisdom that transmutes any pain or suffering into deep lessons that free us and bring us more joy. After you get through the pain, you feel me? It's on the other side. She's the call to wake up if we've fallen into that old myth that something or someone outside of us is going to save us. She's here to make it loud and clear that what is within us will save us. We can take this moment right here, right now, to turn everything sacred. Loving this. I'm loving this for y'all. Her energy is sharp, intense, and uncompromising. She will not let you remain in an illusion or a disempowering story about who you really are. Queen of Swords. So if there's any air in your chart, but it's Libra, but it's any air sign. She wants you to sever all the ties to your ego's relationship to a person or to an event in your life and see it again with the third eye, with the wisdom that can perceive the deeper spiritual path beneath the human drama. Don't think, just look at it again. Just watch it, observe it like it was a movie and you were watching it objectively. Feel me? This red female Buddha is the power we all have in every moment to take a seemingly everyday event or annoyance or unfortunate occurrence and use it for our own enlightenment. She reminds us that everything is rich material for us to use to elevate our reality as an embodied soul. Soul voice meditation. Can I see the lesson in the chaos? Oh, my throat is really hurting. Intention. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. 2 more cards and then another one. Hold on. Okay. She was the red Buddha. Sekhmet's the red lady. Oh, y'all need to be wearing red. Anytime you see red things, it's the sign for you. This is so exciting. I haven't been this excited about, I was excited about Taurus's reading, but not like this. This is the pinnacle of excitement that I have reached so far in these readings. So thank you, Virgos, because it's a pleasure to feel this energy. And it's an honor, because I feel it. Okay. Sekhmet represents the sacred rage that keeps us protected. Oh my God, I'm going to always refer to myself as the sacred rage when I'm in mad, you know, when I'm in that, when I feel it come up, that's where I'm going to put it in my head so it immediately switches and stays in the alignment instead of being in the emotion. Do you know what I mean? Sacred rage. Sekhmet represents the sacred rage that keeps us protected and reminds the world of the pure strength of female power. Sekhmet is an Egyptian warrior goddess depicted with the head of a lioness and the body of a woman. Tattoo. The lion was considered the fiercest hunter in Egypt and a sign of protection. She is the daughter of the sun god Ra. The red solar disk that she wears indicates that she is a solar deity. She is known as the powerful one, the red lady, she who mauls, and the one before whom evil trembles. Yes, Virgo, go be that Queen of Pentacles, be that. Be those pentacles, bitches. Alchemize and let everybody tremble in your presence. Because you, all the earth, you the 3D and the 5D in balance. Yes. Oh God, this is so great. This is so great. Thank you so much, Virgo. Okay. The ancient Egyptians held rituals at the end of war and at the beginning of each new year to tame the wrath of Sekhmet. They would play music, drink beer that was dyed with pomegranate juice, and dress all of the Sekhmet statues in red. It was believed that the inebriation would lull the goddess into a stupor and end her destruction. Interesting. That inebriation would lull the goddess into a stupor is sticking out for me. So if you self-medicate and you self-medicate through alcohol, this might resonate with you in a different way, right? You could look at it as self-deception, the scared part of yourself is trying to protect, the young part of you is trying to protect you, little you, from not remembering and not fully feeling, you know what I mean? But it's safe. It's safe for you to do that. You're Sekhmet. You can do this. It's okay to use your voice. It's okay to be angry at the people who hurt you and who robbed you of things, okay? It's okay for you to be exactly who you've always known you were until other people sucked it out of you, especially the people right around you in your life who were supposed to be giving you all of the love, not sucking it out of you. No, you know what, I'm not... Sekhmet was a powerful guardian and protector of the pharaoh. She was called on during times of war and considered to be a goddess of divine retribution. When your soul selects her card, holy rage, sacred anger, and positive aggression, these states of being are crucial aspects of the divine feminine. I am so thankful I'm reading this right now. It's the female power that ends wars, that brings home missing children, that seeks justice for the earth and for those who can't defend themselves. Why is that? Because the feminine is a balance of giving and receiving, of broadcaster and receiver, of embodiment and reflecting. The brilliant artist and mystic William Blake, look him up, relates that the voice of honest indignation is the voice of God. The feminine has for too long been disassociated from rage and anger. If we can't embody the fiery emotion of anger, it often festers or expresses itself in subversive, manipulative, self-medicating, self-sabotaging ways, or it leaves us anxious and frustrated. Positive aggression, acting with love on behalf of what breaks our heart or enrages us, is what allows us to become agents of change to better our lives and the world around us. I just think about how stupid my ex-boyfriend is. Thank you again, Virgos, for this reading. What a dummy. God bless his soul. Okay. Sekhmet wants us to come face to face with our true strength. Power doesn't come from passive-aggressive behaviors. Maybe this makes some of you think about your very dumb ex. Okay. We don't have to fear expressing our anger directly to an institution or a person who is acting unjustly. Sekhmet wants us to see that anger is an essential emotion. And Sekhmet is the sacred call to move that anger from pure emotion into conscious action. She wants us to act with conviction and from love. She wants us to create the healthy boundaries we need so we aren't injured again and again, or so that we can free ourselves from a destructive pattern it's time to end. We have a divine right to draw a sacred circle around us at all times. The protection we invoke for ourselves and others helps move us from feeling helpless to taking loving action. Soul voice meditation. Where can I create loving boundaries in my life? intention. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. I would write both of them. I would have been writing these down. You know what I mean? I would write all these down. This is so deep, but it's so freeing, Virgo. If you still feel like you're in the, feeling like the tug down, like the pull down of the lower vibration, you're almost out of it. You can easily, your access to flipping that is very, is right there. It's up to you. It might not be an easy choice to get there, but once you make the choice, it will be easy to do. Waggy fingers, sorry, okay. I love this whole culmination into Lala, the Saint of Spoken Words, which, hello, if you guys are writers or speakers or musicians, vocalists or songwriters, I cannot wait. Please let me know, artists. Give me a link or something to whatever you create from this. I would love to hear it or see it. Okay. Lala, Lala. Lala, I like to say it like that. Lala embodies the potency and power of our words to create our own reality. Lala, lal, dead, L-A-L-L-A, space, capital L-A-L, space, capital D-E-D, or Lalishwari, was a Kashmiri mystic and poet who lived in the 14th century. Kashmiri, K-A-S-H-M-I-R-I, mystic. She was married at the age of 12, but was extremely unhappy as a wife. Imagine that. Oh my God. She left her home at age 24 to take sannyasi, renunciation, S-A-N-N-Y-A-S-I. She became a Shaivite, S-H-I-V-I-T-E, a devotee of Shiva. Lala walked the streets naked, dancing and reciting her love poems to the divine. Virgo, y'all are the most sensual badasses around. Yes, with those pentacles. Yes, go. Okay. Lala is the creator of a mystical form of poetry called Vox, V-A-K-H-S, which means speech or voice. Oh my God, is it like spoken word? The verses of poetry that she spoke are considered the earliest compositions in the Kashmiri language. Her words reflect the spiritual truth of non-duality that she realized as a mystic. Above, temple, and below, idol are one. As above, so below. As within, so without. I am the whore and the holy one. Look it all up. With her poetry, she found the unity in all things and the freedom that follows. I, Lala, entered through the door of the garden of my mind and saw Shiva and Shakti united into one. Oh, joy! There I became immersed in the lake of nectar and died even while I was still alive. There I became immersed in the lake of nectar and died even while I was still alive. What can death do to me now? Yes, girl. All right. Oh my God, I'm be looking her up. This is so great. The Kashmiri language is filled with her sayings. She is known as a prophetess, a saint, even an avatar. Although illiterate, she used the inherent power of her every word to transcend duality and enter a state of blissful union with the divine. When your soul selects her card, words have the... I have to drink. Hold on. This is my longest reading, and you are my 11th reading. When the messages are there, they have to come out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Words have the power to shift our reality or to continue to reinforce it. Louise Hay, founder of Hay House, that's the publishing company that puts out almost all of these. And that's actually the author of these. Interesting. Turned to me during a dinner party, looked me right in the eyes and declared, "Every word you say is an affirmation." This is perhaps one of the most crucial spiritual lessons to remember. If we are not separate from the soul, and if the soul is not separate from the divine, then we have the power to co-create our life. If we are not separate from the soul, and the soul is not separate from the divine, we have the power to co-create our life. You're always co-creating. Even if you are separate, you're co-creating positively or negatively. Feel me? Lala is the invitation to pay close attention to each word we say to ourselves within, and to the words we say about ourselves to the people we love. She is the acknowledgement from the soul that our every sentence is a prayer. If we want more love, more light, more of that joy and freedom that expands our capacity to be present in the world, then Lala reminds us that we can become the author of our own reality right now. We can speak our desires into being. Lala is the reminder that we are so, these are all the Empress. You are the Empress, okay? The Empress. Lala is the reminder that we are so powerful that changing the words we use to describe ourselves can change the trajectory of our lives. We can choose to focus our attention on each I am statement we say, and we can infuse our lives with the nectar that comes when we act on the truth that we are not separate from the divine. Soul voice meditation. What are the most powerful words for me to use frequently right now? That's a good one. Intention. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Virgo. This is dope. Let's read your heart thoughts. I can't even begin to imagine. If you were doubting yourself before today, I hope you don't doubt yourself after this. And anytime you forget, bookmark this video, and come back and watch it again. Or while you're watching it, if there's parts of things I'm saying that really stick out to you, screen record just that part and email it to yourself so it doesn't take up space on your phone, and go back and look at it. Put it in a little folder that says, "For when I forget who I am," or something like that. I have things like that all over. They help. Okay. Right away. I am on an ever-changing journey. My life is never stuck or static or stale, for each moment is new and fresh. Every ending is a new point of beginning. My life is never stuck or static or stale, for each moment is new and fresh. Every ending is a new point of beginning. Virgo, this was fucking awesome. Thank you so much for coming again and sharing your energy with me and allowing me to feel this and read this for you. It was a fucking honor and a pleasure. Thank you. I hope I see you again next week. I hope you get to hear me again next week. Bye.